Good morning, guys. It is Friday, November 18th. Two things. The new Metallica album's coming out today, or is out. In fact, I gotta check and see if that's there. And today is vlog 100 in a row for me. How cool is that? Well, it is and it isn't. But that's what we're gonna get into today. How to YouTube, or my idea of what to do and what not to do. And in order to do that, we need to evaluate my last 100 days to get an idea of maybe to help you determine what could work best for you, or at least something to try. Because that's what this is. It's all trial and error. Sometimes you're a hit, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you might do something that you think is really good and doesn't do good. Someone else does, the same topic, and it does better. It's all hit and miss sometimes. But you can control it a little bit. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. But first, I gotta go to work, and then we'll go down to the office, and we'll sit down and evaluate my last 100 days. And again, hopefully I can help someone. That's it! Also, I want to talk about the future of these vlogs and how I think I want to move forward doing them. Let's get this started. First things first. You gotta spam everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't do that. When I started YouTube, the whole idea was just essentially for fun. And that's what I've been doing the past 100 days. Making sure that I'm having fun while I'm doing it. Trying not to put too much pressure on the production and really focusing on the story. Talking about things that piss me off, things that happened. A little bit of structure here and there because, that's just fun. Doing B-roll shots or setting up something just to be kind of cool, like a walk-along vlog, like the camera's set up and I walk by it or I walk up to it, something like that. Trying to make it a little bit different and have fun with it. So back in 2009 when I started YouTube, it really wasn't much going on. There were a few people here and there that were having success on it, but it was mostly cat videos and people getting hit in the nuts. That's really the gist of what YouTube started off to be. But it really started turning into something that people could substantially do. And, I saw people doing this and I thought, you know what? This looks like a lot of fun and I want to try it out. I've got something to say. So, put two and two together. I got a big mouth. Perfect, right? So as I got into the game, I didn't know what was going on. I was just putting videos up. I was just copying what other people were doing. And I didn't really have a style. I just kind of was like, okay, I'm going to show this. I'm going to do what this guy does. And sit in front and have the camera pointed down. I don't want to be on camera yet. I'm not comfortable. And I'll talk about some cases that I bought. Before I knew it, I was reaching out to companies, and they were reaching out to me, saying, hey, we really like your videos, and, we want to send you something. I'm like, whoa, this is absolutely awesome. So, along the way, Blog TV was something that was absolutely huge. And Blog TV was a video chat room. And you could have the host and a guest host, and then everyone else in the chat. You could have moderators in the chat, blocking people, banning people, doing all sorts of stuff. And that's what happened. Depending on how popular we were, much like YouTube, you build up an audience, people watched you, blah, 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 blah. Well, I met a ton of people on there. One of the biggest people I met on there was my best friend, Carlos, It's Me Morpheus. And of course I watched his YouTube channels, but that's where we started talking. And among a ton of other YouTubers, some are still around, most are not. And really what it was just to have fun and communicate and get to know each other. Well, that's how I built my relationship with Carlos. We met at the Apple Store one day, which was very odd. It was like, who's this guy or who's this guy? When we met, we were like, man, I thought you were going to kill me. And I was like, I thought you were going to kill me, So we had a blast. We talked for like an hour. And he was like, hey, yeah, let's hang out. Let's do some videos, let's, just talk tech. The funny thing is, most of the time when we got together, we never even talked about YouTube. We talked about other crap. That's what I knew, we could connect away from YouTube, which was very nice to be able to do. Now, of course, we did get down to business, and we did help each other out, or he helped me out. And, we took some things from each other, and we tried to learn, which was very cool, because he didn't need to do that. He was already well on his way. And that's what the community used to be. Can't really say that today. Not that guys aren't nice guys, but it's more of a business now. Guys have specific things that they built, specific brands, and the idea of someone that has 100,000, 200,000, 50,000 compared to someone that has less than 10,000, you're less likely to see them stick their necks out. And what I mean by stick their necks out is to say that you should go watch this guy. I don't think that's everyone's main objective. I think they're just copying what they see other bigger YouTubers doing. And the idea that a lot of them started just copying was they felt the need that people needed to earn it. And they felt that, why should I promote you when I feel like I'm worth the money? A company gives me money to shout out their products. Why would I give you a shout out for free? And I understand it. It's not my channel. So you can do with your channel with whatever you want. And clearly, the same exact mistake I made before. It's your channel. You do with what you want with it. Just because I don't agree with it doesn't mean I'm going to sit there and call you out like I used to. Guys were doing things on their channels that people weren't doing before, or guys were doing things that everyone else was doing because it got views. And it took me a very long time to realize that's not so bad. It isn't something that I was going to do a whole lot of, but every once in a while I dabble in it, and that leads me to doing YouTube today, or whatever you want to call YouTube today, but it's certainly not what it used to be. A lot of what gets shown is, you've heard people talk about certain algorithms, how you present your video, how you tag it, how you do a thumbnail, if it happens to get put on the suggested search or the featured, all those things are very calculated, and it's some formula that someone came up with that is way smarter than me, and probably most people that do this, and maybe not so smarter than other people who either figured it out, or just are purely talented, or are just putting things out there that people are searching for. And that is a lot of what I wanted to talk about today. My MO was to see, by posting more content, how that would turn into views. So I wasn't necessarily worrying about subs, I was worrying about views. And I'll get into why I'm saying that. And you know what? Let's go ahead and dive into my statistics. Now, the first 46 videos I did on a brand new channel. We'll take a look at that real quick, and then I'll jump into my Tech Examine channel, which has a much larger sub base. Whether or not those are people that watch is a different story. So we'll get into that in the main portion of the video, but I want to show you that. So, gonna use something I haven't used in a long time. ScreenFlow. So, okay guys, so first and foremost, let's just take a look at the new channel that I started up. And I was recording on there from August 11th through September 25th. And that's what we're going to look at here. I don't want to look at after I stopped uploading. Starting off with a new channel, promoting it on my Tech Examine channel and out to the masses on Twitter, the response, in my opinion, was abysmal. I'll be completely honest with you. The folks that did follow, very awesome people, and I hope you can hear me okay. I just feel like I need to be this close to the microphone, but I know you can hear me. Getting views and getting subs are very two different animals, and the reason why I say that is the first thing I'm going to show you guys here. We can take a look at the watch times and the views on my videos during that time, and we're talking from August 11th through September 25th, and the most watched and the most viewed during that time was I got my iPhone 7 Plus, Unbox Therapy Drama, and what else does that? And YouTube giveaways. I'm still undecided. 43 to you, Apple. Apple's failing, so on and so forth. You can see down there. Now, in my opinion, all of these videos that are at the top, view-wise and minutes-wise, I don't even know why minutes-wise is so important. I mean, I guess it is, but at the same time, views, I thought were the driving factor, but they're really heavily big on showing you that minutes watched. I don't know if there's something in it now. I've never heard anything about it. The views on these videos, and what I'm saying and what I'm getting at is, I want to say these are clickbait in some sense. They're not all clickbait because, in my opinion, I don't think any of them are clickbait because I'm really discussing what's in the title. I mean, there's different levels of clickbait. I mean, you have a half-naked girl in the thumbnail and she's not in the video. That's a level of clickbaiting. Putting a title up that could be technically misleading or one topic you talk about in your video is a little bit misleading. But at the same time, you're just trying to get people interested and watch the video. That's kind of the idea. And you hope that they come in and they like what you've got to say. That's at least my point of view. And none of these things are things that I didn't talk about in my video. I just knew that if you put Apple, iPhone 7, unbox therapy, 43 Fs to you, Apple, Samsung, Apple, I know those are going to get views because that's what people are searching for. And whether or not people think that that's a cheesy way to get views, it's a way you got to get views. It's a way to get people attracted to your video to watch it. And let me show you why. As far as these views go, traffic sources, browse features, suggested video, YouTube channels. These are three things that, in my opinion, are probably the three most important on YouTube. Being featured and being suggested. Most people, obviously, as you see there, are going in and watching my videos because they're popping up on the way that I have them tagged. Now, tags are a whole different beast. And again, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but on this channel, but just I want to show you guys, the durations of people watching these videos and, just the views on them and where they came from. And it really is, a testament to the idea that I spent a lot of time putting tags on these videos to make sure that these big search words are the words people were looking for. And, I mean, you can see here that there was a very high, towards the end, as I was posting more and more, it just kept increasing, which is what it should be doing when you're posting every day. Now, I felt like I did a very good job on these videos, and I felt like people were sticking around. Now, keep in mind, these videos were anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes long. My average duration was 4 minutes and 29 seconds. That's pretty darn good. Now, I could make a video 4 minutes and 29 seconds. That doesn't mean people are going to watch it for 4 minutes and 29 seconds. They might watch it for 2 minutes, if you're lucky, 3 minutes. And depending on what the video is, that's the average duration you're going to get. Again, you can see here the videos that I did do that may have been a little bit more clickbaity, talking about Unbox Therapy Drama, which is his giveaway stuff, and YouTube giveaways. That was a 14-minute video. The average duration was 5 minutes and 26 seconds. That was above my average. That was a good video. 43 Fs to Apple. That average duration was 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Apple's failing, 7 minutes, 22 seconds. As you see here, you get the trend. Depending on the topic, depending on the titling, depending on how interesting you are in the video, people are going to sit and watch. Now, granted, they're not watching the whole video, but this Apple one was 15 minutes long. They watched almost half the video. That's a 50% viewing rate. That's great. That is great for what you're doing. And I know it sucks because you're like, man, 50%, where are the rest of people going? It is what it is. During that time, I want to show you the amounts of views from people who were subscribed to the channel and who weren't subscribed to the channel. So in this instance, this is not subscribed, okay? So we have, let's see here, 5,417 views during that period. And you see here, we're up to, during each day, you're getting like 487 views a day, 441, on these videos that I'm putting up. You can see it steadily rising and going up. Now, here are people who were subscribed watching my videos. 2,759. Less than half. Less than 50% of the people that were subscribed to my channel were even watching my videos. 50%. Now, that's actually a great ratio. That is an insane ratio. All right, so battery died on this. That's why I'm walking. I was normally sitting down when I started this conversation. This video is 15 minutes. So this portion, I've got another 15 minutes or 12 minutes to talk about this. So we're going to break it off here, and either I'll upload it later today or Sunday. But it goes into a little bit more of my Tech Examine channel. And so stick around for that. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. Please comment down below if you like this. If you want me to go more into it or have more questions about YouTube as a whole and, you know, what all these stats mean and everything, I'll be more than happy to do a video on that. So if you enjoyed this portion, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, the whole nine. And I will put the other one or link it here or whatever. I'm going to do like a video clip, but once this is clickable, that means it's live. It may not be ready when you go to watch it just yet, but here, there we go. That way I'm not covered up. Let me make it a little bigger. But click on that. That's part 2. So thank you guys very much. You all take it easy, and of course, until that one, see ya!